Trying out the Nesco Deluxe Vacuum Sealer. Hi, I'm Bradley with BREWING, and we're checking out this vacuum sealer today. We're going to do two tests with this. I don't have a bag of hops. I have an empty bag we can try. But I do have a bag of priming sugar that I've cut a hole in. What I'm hoping to do is that I can turn around and just reseal the end of the bag. We'll find out if this works or not. So, doing a dry sealing, I'm going to do gentle pressure and then open this up. I'm just going to place this over the sealing element portion, lock it down, and I'm going to push manual seal. There's a countdown timer on here. Went to 0, manual seal button turned off. Look at that. There is a fine line right here that's been sealed. This is pretty slick. Look at that. It's a great way to reseal your items. I'll show you how you will do it with a sealing bag. So what's nice is the sealing bag has a container in here. So there is a sealing bag compartment along with your cutter. So what you want to do is you want to figure out how much you need. So I'm going to fold this down like this. How much you need, plus about 3 more inches or so. Okay, because you got to take into account your cutter. So I'm going to put that down. Put that down. And what you're going to do first is you're going to make a seal, which is then going to form your bag. Then you can turn around and put your item in the bag and then seal that portion of your bag. So I'm going to back this up just a little bit. Look at that. Cut just fine. So now I'm going to put this down on the sealing element, and we're going to go ahead and click manual seal again. So the manual seal doesn't do the vacuum and seal, which will do the vacuum and seal then to test it out when I put the sugar in the bag. Okay, so we've now formed our bag. Pretty cool. All right, so this portion here, whoops, this portion here is the vacuum chamber. Here's your storage. This is your bag cutter, and then this is your sealing element along with this portion up here. And then this is the gasket to make sure that you can get your vacuum portion out. So this is why you need a little extra, is because you're going to take this and you're going to place it into the vacuum chamber. And then the gasket is going to seal around the bag. So now it can suck this out. So we should be able to see this occur. I'm going to keep the pressure at gentle. And then I'm going to click vacuum seal. Look at that. Now it's doing a sealing process. Done. Oh, very cool. And so then you can always trim this little extra off. These bags are reusable. They're just going to get smaller and smaller after each sealing. But as long as they're dry and not greasy, you can reuse these bags. So that could be nice too, is you start with a slightly bigger bag and then you just trim right underneath the sealing so you can keep reusing the bag. This is pretty cool. I am looking forward to this. This is a game changer for storage. I would highly recommend anyone to use a vacuum sealer bag. I got an empty bag of hops. Let's see if it seals that. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I got an empty bag of yeast and an empty bag of hops. Let's see if this seals, because if the hop bag seals, that means you can reuse the bag, and then I just got to be more careful in cutting underneath the existing seal. We know the vacuum chamber function works, so I'm not going to deal with that. I'm just going to deal with sealing the hop bag. And we're going to keep it at dry seal. Progress bar is still counting down. See? You ready? Moment of truth. Ho 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 ho! It worked and it didn't work. Alright? So the edges, the ends here, sealed fine. The problem is the seam of the main part of the bag. That part did not seal. It was too thick to seal. So hop bags can't be sealed directly, which is fine. We'll just make hop containers and put the bag in these bags to reseal. Bummer. Oh well. I'm going to assume the yeast probably won't work either. There's a bit of tougher edges on the side here. This one's got a crease in it. I don't know if that's going to impact it or not. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if this works. Now I am just using the normal sealing. I am not doing any of the higher sealing methods on these, so maybe doing a double seal might work. After this, we'll check and try it. Okay, the hop bag did not seal in that one corner like I was thinking, so the rest of it looked okay, but unfortunately, since this is metal, or I don't know if it's metal, but looks metal, that definitely did not take. All right. Okay, let's try again the hop bag. We're going to this time change the sealing to double. Moist double. So we're going to try a double seal and see how this goes. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go, but you never know. All right. We definitely have a thicker sealing line, and same deal. It's close. It is so close. If this back seal flap wasn't there, it probably would be good to go. So maybe if you trimmed it off, but you got to be careful because now you're affecting the integrity of your bag. So, that definitely sealed the rest of the bag nice and tight, doing a double. Unfortunately, this was just too thick. So we won't be able to reseal hop bags, and I'm not sure about yeast bags. We'll give this one a shot. Do a double seal on this one too, and then we'll see what happens. But this is huge. This is a nice game changer in food storage, and especially with brewing, in being able to store the items. I don't have to be so afraid of having leftovers. Okay. It looks nice. And come on. I can't. And I think there is a small gap right where that crease was in this hop bag here. So close. So this cannot be usable. So this cannot be used to reseal the yeast and hop bags directly, but they can be reused to reseal, aka the vacuum sealed bags that so any of your other stuff might come in, or using the extra vacuum seal bags to make your own bags. I really think this is very nice. I'm looking forward to now being able to properly store more of my items and not be afraid that they're going to go to waste, or better yet, not be afraid that they're going to spoil. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of more videos, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell too if you want. So, I'm Bradley with 2B Brewing. We'll see you next time.